Hello and welcome to the real world. My name is Carly West and I'm the 4-H and Youth Development Agent in McLennan County. And in this session, we're going to talk about pets. So starting off with the basis, why do we get pets? According to research, 68% of Americans own a family pet. Research shows that pets help you stay physically active and healthy. You're getting out and walking your dog, playing with your cat, spending time making sure that not only is your pet being physically active, but you are as well. Pets also are shown to help boost your mood and increase brain activity and pleasure. They're also shown to reduce anxiety and stress. Then, before considering to get a pet, we must think about a few things. What kind of pet best fits your needs? This can range from a dog to a tarantula and everything in between. Do you have space for your pet? If you choose to get a large dog, do you have a yard for it? Is there a pet park nearby you can take it where it can play? Or do you have time to take that pet on a walk? Are you in a good neighborhood to walk your pet at? Or if you choose to get a chinchilla, they require larger cages and they need more space for their habitat. Are you going to have space for that chinchilla cage? And this goes hand in hand with our next question. Can you provide proper shelter and care? Chinchillas need a certain habitat, they need things in their habitat in these larger cages. So you're going to have, you know, a place to put their cage and give them the care that they need. And same goes for a dog. Are you going to be able to bring it inside if it's storming and give it the proper shelter and care that it needs? And are you working a demanding job? Are you going to be gone for long periods of time and you live alone? Who's going to be able to take care of that dog or that cat, even a turtle? Someone has to be there to make sure that that pet is cared for and loved and fed and make sure that everything is okay with that pet. And the last one, the most important question, are you going to be able to afford food and toys, vet bills, and looking into the future, are you going to be able to afford this pet for however long it lives? If you get, you know, some birds live up to 30 years or older, are you going to be able to care for that pet for that amount of time? So when we think about all that and consider all those questions, we're going to look into our general breakdown of our pets. So we're going to look at our small pets first, and this could be, birds and lizards or small dogs and cats. So our first year cost is going to be $500. This is going to include vaccinations, spa- spays or neuters, microtrips, reoccurring food, treats on a one per day scale, grooming, collars and leashes, crates, and training classes. Now you may think if you get a guinea pig, that seems like an outrageous amount of money. But guinea pigs have their own special needs that maybe a dog or a cat wouldn't. And then annually, our pet is going to cost us around $250. That's going to be our budget for our small pet. And this is going to include reoccurring food, annual medical costs, toys and treats, grooming, and just upkeep of the pet. Then we're going to look at our large pet breakdown. And our first year cost for a large pet is going to be $800. And this includes all mandatory vaccinations, spays and neuters, microtrips, food treats, grooming, collars and leashes, crates, and training. And then our annual cost is going to be $400. And this is going to include, food, medical costs, toys and treats, grooming, and general pet upkeep. And lastly, just a few reminders when you're thinking about getting a pet is that your pet depends on you to survive. These are domesticated animals. They aren't in the wild where they can go hunt and forage and things like that to provide for themselves. And always keep an emergency fund for vet bills, medications, and anything like that your pet may need. And lastly, the most important is once you get a pet, you have to think about if you can afford it for its whole life. That pet is going to love you and bond to you, and it's going to be heartbreaking if you have to give that pet away because you didn't think about your budget and if you were going to be able to keep up with that pet. So, those are just a few things to remember and budget in when you're thinking about getting a pet. So, this has been Welcome to the Real World session on pets. I hope you learned a little something and good luck.